Hey, my name is Shadowsense, and you're watching Arcade Spirits, new challengers. Zapper and Domino just had a big fight, so I'm gonna go try to find Zapper and try to talk some sense into her. It's a big city. If I can't find Zapper before she hops the train, I'll have to cross the whole thing looking for her. Running at top speed, I nearly take a tumble down the stairs at the subway station in my effort to get to her quickly. Fortunately, I spot her, getting on a train, headed to Midtown. Barely squeeze through the doors of her car before it takes off. By the time I actually approach, I'm so out of breath I could do barely more than wheeze and gasp. Zapper, hi. Just a moment. She passes a hand in front of her face, wiping at her eyes before casting an annoyed look my way. The fuck are you doing here? Let me guess, you won the rock, paper, scissors showdown.
This is messy.
Look, you can forget it, okay? I'm done. Burn the bridge, no going back. I'm done. I'm out. It's over. I wonder, there's a QR code over here, and I'm gonna scan it to see what pops up. It goes to polycount.com. It's like an art. It's like a website for someone's art, or for art and just in general. See? Yeah, it's an art website. That's pretty cool. Huh. Really interesting. I'm done. I'm out. It's over. I'm a lousy fit for the team anyway. Forcing air back into my lungs. I really need to do cardio, clearly. I speak up to protest that. Your friends will forgive you if you come back. They've done it before, haven't they? Say you're a perfect fit. Hang on. Why exactly do you think you're a lousy fit? Let's do this one. That's not true, especially not now. I'm here, remember? I'm aiming for the gold, for the prize at the end of the Pro Tour. Now more than ever, we need people with your drive and ambition. You're a perfect fit. Okay, so your temper got the better of you, but I'm sure you'll be forgiven if you apologize, and then we can get back to kicking ass. Sound good? It sounds good. Then why doesn't she look happy? I just walk back in and say my bad and everything's okay? Is that it? All because you need a pro level player? I mean, that's it, yeah. No.
Well, this sucks.
Can't just pretend this didn't happen, even if they'd happily go along with it to maintain the illusion that everything is fine. She pauses after that, trying to figure out her words before actually saying them, hoping to explain what she means.
Look, let me put it to you this way. They're all good people. Better people than me. They keep allowing me to up. It's okay, we still love you, Zapper. But I hurt Domino. That wasn't harsh language, that was literal violence.
You just shoved him on his butt. It's not, Maybe my view of violence is not the one that we should focus on. Shoving someone, Trying to rank that. You can't really, huh? I guess as soon as you put hands on someone, it's violence. I'm not the person to come to with that. As evidenced by that stumbling of my words, I'm not the person to ask.
And don't give me, oh, you didn't really mean to hurt him. He just tripped over his bag, because so what? That can't be forgiven. It shouldn't be forgiven. I'm an abusive jerk, and I don't deserve it. I'm an asshole. Jinx may think she's the cursed one, but if anyone's gonna drag this team down to the depths, it's me. Because I don't know how not to be a piece of shit.
Oh, you know what? I've actually been there before.
Don't you see?
Like, way back.
I can't go back. I wouldn't inflict myself on my own worst enemy, much less on my friends.
And Zapper goes quiet, looking at her toes rather than meeting my gaze. Not entirely sure what I can do to fix this. I don't think I could just pour emotional reassurance over her head and call it a day. She's buried so deep in self-loathing that it would just make it worse if I offer empty platitudes. But I shouldn't just let her go, right? Can't take it on face value that she really wants to abandon her friends. Zapper, do you want to come back to the team?
Want's got nothing to do with it. I can't. It'd be no good for anyone if I come back. Give it a few weeks and this whole mess will happen again, right?
Wrong, and here's why. The wind is moving the doors again. As manager, I can let you back in, but on probation. Claim your evil twin was responsible. No, that's too silly. You're worried the same thing will happen again. Don't. Probation sounds good. So, by coming back to the Shadowsense Lounge, you're exploiting their goodwill. You get off too light. Okay, we can work with this. I clear my throat and adopt a serious expression. Zapper, as your team manager, I have to say I'm honestly disappointed in your behavior today. Now that I'm here, I'm not going to allow this sort of abusive aggression between teammates. So, consider yourself on probation. I'll let you back in the team, and I'll keep an eye on you, to help you avoid this ever happening again. You've got my word. Okay? Curious, she looks up at me.
Maybe?
It's not much of a punishment. Well, you also have to apologize to Domino. That'd be a good start. And I know you won't jeopardize your position again, not with the Pro Tour on the horizon, correct? Correctamundo.
Okay.
Normally, I'm all for fighting against authority and sticking it to the man, but I also want to make you proud. I want to make the whole team proud. I'll do my best not to be an asshole, or not to be a fuck-up again, Mr. Manager. We exchange a firm handshake to give the pact some weight. Zapper looks around, realizing for the first time that we've been zooming along at high speed during this entire exchange. Let's switch trains and head back. I'll pay your fare. It's only fair. I'll use the time to figure out how I'm going to apologize to Domino for the assault and trash talk. This is probably the worst I've felt in years. Normally someone comes at me like, yo Zapper, you go too far. I'm like, meh, whatevs. But this time it's a friend that you hurt. Yeah. I need to win back everyone's trust after what I did. Start bowing before Domino to beg forgiveness? It's a start. Only a start. On the plus side, I've got Mr. Manager to keep me in line from now on, right? Please, just Shadow. Which makes her smirk, bringing back her usual sarcasm levels. Kinda like Mr. Manager. Ooh, Mr. Manager. Yes, just like that. Discipline me. Discipline me hard. Relax, Shadow. I'm just kidding. Possibly. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see. That went from 0 to 100 real quick. With her confidence restored, we'll ride out the rest of the trip back to good, clean fun and in higher spirits. Oh, I thought it was a level end. Despite these two having a bit of an audience in the form of their collective friends and allies, it's like they're on their own isolated world at the moment. Nobody chirps in from the sidelines to let them hash it out without interference. How do you want to do this? Do I apologize, then you apologize? Or you apologize, then I apologize? Or do we just apologize at the same time? Let's do that. Okay. Shouldn't have trash talked to you. I shouldn't have trash talked to you. I shouldn't have tried to hurt you with words. I feel terrible for hurting you. That was inexcusable. I knew it would hurt you to say that, and I have no excuse. I don't actually want to quit the team if you'll allow me to come back. I don't want you to quit the team. I forgive you if you forgive me. From now on, I'll try harder to keep my aggression and apathy in check. I need to do better at stopping myself before I go too far. So, friends? I know I'm a mess, but we're still friends, right? Despite me being a weirdo. Hey, don't call yourself a weirdo. Get that you're working through stuff. You're less of a mess than most people I know, honestly. From now on, I'll reserve my trash talk for our mutual blood enemies. I'll save my pithy commentary for people who disrespect me. And I think I better stop there before this gets any more touchy-feely. I don't mind touchy-feely, but that's cool. We've got it all out. We good now? We good. With their word soup spilled all over the floor, they seem satisfied with the results, even if I could only follow about half of that. The relief spreads to the rest of the team soon after.
That sounds great.
Thank goodness, maybe things can get back to normal now. Better than normal, I'd say. Didn't even have to force the apology out of Zapper this time. It's important to have a cohesive team, and I think we've just got extra sticky. Excuse me. I'm happy we were able to resolve it at all.
Marvelous.
Indeed, together we are an unstoppable force. We must endeavor to not allow strife to pull us apart again. I love Loxley. Loxley and his way of words. Lightning detected? Must be heat lightning. It's not supposed to rain today. A very upbeat note to end on, even if team dysfunction led us to an upbeat note in the first place. It was probably naive of me to hope that I could just join a team, kick some butt, and win the glory. Real relationships are never quite that clean. They take work. Still, I've clearly brought Zapper a bit further than ever before. Maybe my words will help break whatever cycle they were stuck in. Now to refocus the team. Okay, practice time, the Shadowsense Lounge. Great to see everything worked out, but let's not forget why we're here today. We've only got one FOD2 machine, so we'll have to take turns. Let's see, who's going next?
Hello. Hello.
Pardon the interruption. May we barge in unceremoniously? You want to play FOD2 next? What? No, we come bearing gifts. Unimaginable treasure in envelope form. Matt presses a sealed document into my hands, printed on the sort of paper you normally reserve for grand historical declarations. It even has an official-looking seal with a fancy letter H embossed on the wax. Are we being summoned to a tribunal of some sort? Do I need a lawyer in a powdered wig or a designated second for trial by combat? Even better, you're being invited to a local game tournament. It's a very exclusive one, being hosted by an old friend of ours. It seems your triumph over Team Play-to-Win is really opening doors. He doesn't open those doors to just anyone, you see. A legendary figure in arcade culture, lurking beneath the surface, only emerging for impromptu and spectacular galas of gaming delight. Is this gonna be HAMZA? Please tell me it's HAMZA. Oh, if it's HAMZA. If that's even his name, I think. I remember. And you're invited to be to his latest affair. Isn't that nice?
Well, look at you.
Color us impressed at your ability to make an impression. I'm colored. I'm impressed. Curious, I break the seal and read the letter. It is! It is HAMZA! Because I had an H on the fucking seal, duh. Greetings, Shadowsense Lounge. You are summoned forth to this evening to do battle against other mighty warriors and claim riches untold. To participate in this exclusive tournament, come to the Arcade Surplus Warehouse on 23rd Street by sundown. Those who arrive late shall not be admitted. For the winning team, the ultimate prize at the end of this furious battle, their very own Fist of Discomfort 2 machine. This invitation allows Shadow and a partner of their choosing to participate in the main tournament. However, the rest of your team is encouraged to accompany you and frolic in the festivities. There shall be plenty of social amusements and hot competition for everyone. May the odds be ever in your favor. Signed, your benevolent benefactor, HAMZA. What's a HAMZA? Is it a new kind of pizza? No, HAMZA. The second H is implied, different twist on the syllable. HAMZA is a legendary game finder and auctioneer. Normally he sells or trades for the games he acquires, but it seems he set up a tournament to let players win games. Whoa, okay, this could be big for us. From my initial research, which admittedly was just me saying, hey, I researched the web for how to launch an esports team. You got it, Shadow. Now searching. Rhetorical statement, Iris. But yeah, taking part in local tournaments is a terrific way to get a new team off the ground. It's a hell of an opportunity. And having a second FOD2 machine would solve a lot of problems, now that I think about it. Team practice would go far more smoothly. Okay, we accept the invitation. Let's do this. Splendid. Wonderful. I see our work here is done. Away we go! Listen up, team. If you want to network with the local pros and play some games, tag along. Sounds like everybody can come. I believe I'll bow out of this one.
Most unfortunate.
I'm afraid I have other affairs to attend to on this fine eve, but I shall wish you the best in your path to glory. Sure? Alright, sure thing. Odd that he's bowing out so quickly. Maybe he's got plans to get banned from a few new arcades, or he's joining a midnight protest or something. Granted, I've only seen him in an arcade context, I have no idea what he does on his actual free time. Not sure if I'm up for playing in a tournament tonight. Travel's rough on me, especially to... What did the invite say? A warehouse? Dodgy. It's okay, Jinx. You can just hang out a bit, head home whenever you want. I'm not sure this is my scene either, honestly.
Let's do this.
But we'll both still come with you, Shadow. Fly the team colors, shake the pom-poms, whatevs. Absolutely, for the Shadowsense Lounge. Okay, so that means I'll be teaming with... Could pick Rhapsody, but even if things ended well with Zapper and Domino, leaving them to their own devices might be risky. Instead, I'll tag team with one of them tonight. Who should I enter the tournament? Zapper or Domino? Zapper, why not? Zapper, you're with me. Let's huff and puff and blow their house down.
Can't beat my pure awesomeness.
I'm down to be the big bad wolf. Count me in. I'd love to win us a second FOD2 machine. No glory for Domino, it seems. Overlooked again. So sad, so tragic.
Fair.
Domino, you can stick with me tonight? We can watch our opponents from afar and give Shadow and Zapper the inside scoop. Oh, I'm not complaining. I love being picked last. Anything to delay getting a mild concussion from dodgeball a few moments longer. I think I'll head home, actually. It's been a weird day and I could use the time to de-stress. You wacky kids have fun, you hear? Sounds like we got a plan. Now let's practice a bunch, grab some dinner, and hop a train at this event. We'll burn them so hard the building becomes a massive fire hazard. Win or lose, let's keep our focus and win this. We will destroy all in our path. Let's do... We'll burn them so hard, the building will catch fire. Let's go burn the house down, metaphorically and possibly literally, depending on how many exposed and unsaved electrical outlets we find. With our team spirit restored from this morning's incident, the Shadowsense Lounge gets to work preparing for the tournament to come. As the sun starts to set, we make our way over to the warehouse where the tournament will be held. At first, I wonder if we have the wrong address. This is a largely empty and industrial part of town. We're surrounded by empty factories, condemned buildings, and the artifacts of last decade's recession. But the doors to the warehouse are open. There's light and noise and talking coming from inside, so we either stumbled across a rave or we're right where we need to be. Man, a warehouse rave. You don't hear, well, obviously you don't hear about them because they're illegal. But I've always wanted to attend one, actually. Let's see here, we have Konami. We got Five Nights at Freddy's characters in the background. Streets of Fury from Saga. Namco. And then Cam Cop. Or, yeah, I think that's Cam Cop. Nope, still looks creepy and disturbing from the inside. It's a dumping ground for old arcade games. Someone's long-forgotten treasure trove now being used as an underground fight club. I hate to think what sort of eight-legged monstrosities lurk in every darkened corner of this place, waiting to consume your living soul. Unlike me, my teammates are mostly unfazed and split off into their own small groups. Jinx and Grace settle to find somewhere where they can relax and have a good spot to see the games from. Rhapsody said they wanted to check in on some casting friends, leaving me and Zapper alone. I had turned to my teammate, not exactly sure what to make of this place. Is this really what arcade tournaments look like? I mean, my involvement in real-life competitions mostly consists of watching EVO from the comfort of my bedroom, but this seems messy. Fun fact, I've never watched EVO. Whatever. Fighting game tournaments, not my thing. And possibly massively haunted. Judging by the FNAF characters back there, yes.
Awesome sauce.
Oh man, this is some old school magic. I once attended a tournament which was a couple of people huddled around a laptop hooked up to a makeshift back alley power outlet. You ask me, the rougher around the edges, the better. You can keep the glitz and glamour of the televised esports events. I want the scene. Huh. So this is more grassroots than the stuff I'm used to then? So grassy you could practically feel it betwixt your toes. This is good for us, Shadow. Good for the Shadowsense Lounge. We needed to get out of our comfort zone. Currently pretty freaking far from my comfort zone. I know it's fall and pumpkin spice is all the rage, but it's not Spoopstoberween Day yet. In fact, I felt a bit paralyzed just loitering by the entrance of the warehouse, not wanting to wander too far into those darkened depths. Fortunately, or unfortunately, someone found us and approached anyway, despite my lack of desire to go any deeper. Well. Look, Chad, we got ourselves some genuine celebrities at this event. Lance and Chad from L7 Gaming. They used to be white hot 5 years ago, but haven't picked up any noteworthy wins since then. Aren't you two from that cute little gang that hangs out in the laundromat? Saw you on Fight Shack earlier. Right, the GBC team or something like that. Although I think they call themselves the Shadowsense Lounge now. Well, isn't that special? So very, very special. I feel special inside just being in the presence of such wonderful people. Take my advice, Shadow. Go home. You don't deserve to be here. Right, haven't been here 2 minutes and we've already somehow made an enemy. Do I try to smooth this over or just run with it? I recognize you two, you're veterans. I don't know you and you don't know me. Looking forward to playing with you later. That'll just be like super nice. Did I do you wrong in a past life or something? What's with the toot, my dude? Is this karma? Did I pour sugar in your gas tank or push your grandma down some stairs or something? Anything? Because I'm getting some seriously negative vibes from you two and I'm perplexed as to why. So, lay it on me. What grievous sin have I committed for you to treat us like this? And how should I best perform penance for it? Seriously? I mean, just look at you. You're a conveniently diverse collection of gamers from across all walks of life, just like an after-school TV special. Can't even accurately describe you all because I'm not allowed to use those words anymore. They won't let me. God, it's... We ran into some gatekeepers who are stuck in the Gamergate era of being just dickbags for no reason. And that's the real reason why you're making media waves. You make all the woke corporate journalists pat themselves. He sounds like Jordan Peterson. I should give him a higher pitched, more annoying voice. How wild you take the spotlight away from more deserving gamers. Exactly, this community was built for people like us. We're the ones who started and made it grow. This is our club, not yours. No one wants you here. Exactly, and you think beating Play to Win makes you big time? A fluke win is a fluke win. We know the real reason anyone gives a fuck about you. Exactly, you don't belong here, so run away, woke moralists. I'm having so much fun. Alright, I'm reasonably sure if I punch these fuckers out right here, right now, we'd be booted from the tournament. At least Team Play to Win only hated us because we're losers in their eyes. These two hate us merely for existing. Zapper's grinding her teeth loudly enough for it to be audible, but she's holding herself back with considerable difficulty. You know what? I'm kind of feeling like tearing these two new assholes by dropping some truth bombs. That could be fun to watch, actually, but is it too hypocritical of me to really want her to lay into these guys after what happened this morning? Or could this be considered just desserts for someone who's as toxic as these two jerkwads? Tear him down, Zapper! I say open fire. Righteous. Alright, you two. And immediately that built-up head of absolute rage explodes in chuckles, and then outright laughter. I'm sorry, it's not even worth it to flatten these two idiots. See, L7 Gaming used to be red hot. They were on top of the heap until they made themselves the dumbass mistake of hassling their only woman player. See, they saw Queen Bee as nothing but eye candy, didn't recognize her skills. Oh, these motherfuckers. How'd that work out for you anyway? Oh right, Queen Bee ditched your ass and then went on to form 4 Heavenly Kings, replacing you on the ladder. Nowadays, the only way L7 can stay relevant is to appeal to the toxic sludge of the internet. That little niche of a slice of a fraction of a percent of the culture is their fan base. Your attitude is a sad, outdated relic of a bygone age. The rest of the scene is so far beyond you that you can see the curvature of the earth from where you stand. I'm sure all 6 of your fans will cheer you on as you talk down the nasty woman who wasn't scared to tell you the truth. And hey, have fun with that, okay? You have fun. But as for me, I can't even get properly angry. There's just nothing. Come on, Shadow, let's get registered for the tournament. I'm done with these 2 nobodies. The 2 members of L7 Gaming just stand there, livid with silent rage as Zapper turns her back to them. I'll fucking kill you, you little... Just when I fear we're gonna have 2 physical altercations in one day, the billowing swish of a cloak temporarily blinds me.
HAMZA demands your attention.
Yes!
This hostility will cease immediately. You have made your viewpoint clear. HAMZA will not tolerate violence at his tournament.
We stand HAMZA on this channel, okay? Just letting you know. Only HAMZA. But they said...
Silence, whelp! HAMZA cares not who started it, who is the villain, who is the hero. All that matters at this moment is the iron will of HAMZA. Chad and Lance of L7 Gaming. The only reason HAMZA tolerates your intolerable presence is because, sadly, HAMZA owes your manager a favor.
Ooh, who's the manager?
But should you make HAMZA regret
Is
his
it
act of
Dekonami?
hospitality, your suffering shall be legendary. Does HAMZA make himself clear?
But...
Does HAMZA make himself clear?
Yes, sir, Mr. HAMZA.
Good. Now, be gone.
HAMZA gestures for them to depart like the 2 members of L7 scatter... and the 2 members of L7 scatter like cockroaches with the flick of the kitchen lights.
Now, with old business settled, let us make way for new business. HAMZA welcomes his new friends from Good Clean Fun. Welcome, welcome. Any friend of Ben and Matt is a friend of HAMZA.
Yeah, hi. On behalf of Crimson Tiger, the Shadowsense Lounge would like to join your tournament and...
No. There is time enough for such trivialities later. But for now, let us talk and converse, as friends do.
Fuck yeah,
HAMZA
dude.
seeks to know all newcomers to the arcade scene. And rest assured, HAMZA remembers all names, all faces, as well as all favors and debts. Nothing escapes the mind of HAMZA. To that end, HAMZA apologizes for the difficulties with L7 Gaming. They are only here due to an unfortunate intersection of favor and debt. HAMZA had intended the 4 Heavenly Kings to make an appearance, but alas, Queen Bee was unavailable, and L7 is a poor substitute. Please, be assured that your inhospitable welcome weighs heavy on HAMZA's spirit.
Man, HAMZA's such a good guy.
His power
I love this
correct
dude.
the matter.
He rules. He's one of my favorite characters in the first game.
Now, let us engage in pleasantries. What can HAMZA do for you? What desires can HAMZA grant for his new friends?
Oh, I like this guy. Can we keep him? HAMZA is not for sale or rent, but HAMZA can be bargained with for a favor. Really? What's a girl got to do to get a hot date with you on a luxury yacht? You look like the kind of guy who could spoil me rotten. HAMZA is no stranger to wealth, but those who seek to share in such indulgences must prove their worth.
Show HAMZA your spirit!
You're a Zapper, yes? HAMZA has heard of your burning spirit. Are you ready to show HAMZA what you are capable of, young woman? Absolutely. Point me at the proving grounds and I'm in. And you, Shadow, manager of the Shadowsense Lounge. HAMZA knows you well thanks to your 11 different social media feeds. Note to self, seriously stop signing up to different websites. So, first off, I should probably apologize for us goading on L7 like that.
Why? You stood your ground against bullies. You and your ally showed HAMZA the strength of your character. Unyielding, even in the face of the storm.
Yeah, but if you're looking to encourage a friendly and welcoming environment, we didn't exactly help with that.
Ah, HAMZA understands your confusion. To all things in life, there must be balance. Peace and war, tolerance and intolerance, what battles you fight, and how they are fought. These are key. HAMZA has no objections to your self-defense against an unjustified foe. You did not cower, and you did not shy away. Be proud. But had you reacted with primitive violent force, then HAMZA would have been disappointed. It would be too simple and likely ineffective.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense. Now that you put it that way, actually, yes.
You understand this perspective, yes?
I think so.
Excellent! But please, let us talk of happier things, now that the matter is settled.
So in terms of, desires, at this point all we really need from you is to sign up for your tournament. Unless we're such good friends that you consider simply giving us an FOD2 machine?
Ha ha! Ha!
No. HAMZA also seeks to measure the fire within worthy individuals. If it is HAMZA's prize you seek, you must win it fairly. Yeah, it was worth a shot. And HAMZA enjoys your display of confidence. So, are we in? With a wink, HAMZA brings his hands together in a clap. Certainly. Shadow and Zapper of the Shadowsense Lounge are officially entered into my glorious tournament. I understand that you were sponsored by Crimson Tiger Energy Drink? Ah, the knees we must bend towards capitalism. Boy, don't I know that. HAMZA shall provide you with beverages to consume on camera. He'll even substitute the actual fluid for a fluid of your choosing in clever subterfuge. Huh, nice trick.
Such cleverness!
Indeed, HAMZA values cleverness. And throughout this tournament, HAMZA promises to cheer on your triumphs and feel sorrow at your losses. I glance around at the ruined abandoned arcade this glorious tournament is to take place in, slightly confused at the contrast between it and HAMZA's posh clothing. A fact not lost on him as he nods in apology. The rather messy surroundings are unfortunate, HAMZA will admit, but HAMZA assures you that there are no horrible dangers lurking in the shadows, only hot arcade action awaits you. This warehouse belongs to a decaying and decrepit arcade empire known as the Palace. Their inevitable decline shall be your gain. HAMZA purchased the entire lot before it was to be thrown in a junkyard. So many rare arcade treasures saved from the clutches of death. Ah, but HAMZA cannot simply give these games away. No, on this night they must be earned through righteous combat. I see, so it's not just an FOD2 machine being competed for? All manner of games are up for grabs should you be worthy. Are you worthy, my friend? True enough, I can spot side tournaments with HAMZA's assistants taking out names and registrations. We may end up walking out of here with more than just an FOD2, if the others from the Shadowsense Lounge join in. Let this crucible test your strength, Shadow. The strength of you and your friendships.
Please, excuse HAMZA.
Now, if you'll excuse HAMZA, there are other matters to attend to. May the odds be ever in your favor. And with a whoosh of his cloak, he's gone, leaving behind only the scent of bergamot and pine.
Awesome.
Now this is a party! Didn't realize there were all these tourneys going on. I wonder if I can enter a light gun competition and still have time for FOD2? Double queuing? How decadent. Might be a juggling act, but if you think you can do it, go ahead.
Later.
Sweet. I'll catch up with you when FOD2 starts up. Later. I'm not too keen on entering any of the other tournaments. I'd rather just stick with FOD2 for now. Still, I can wander around this decaying ruin and see what's going on. Where do I want to go first? And we'll decide that in the next episode. So, thank you guys so very much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this one, please consider subscribing. And until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.